Hello, this is Sara, and the product that I have developed for this coursework is Mycubator. Mycubator is basically a smart incubator which comes with a mobile app for lab researchers. This technology will help lab researchers control the temperature of their incubators in which their precious cell cultures try to survive, as well as this mobile app help them keep a record of their experiments. So my objectives are to enable remote monitoring of the incubators, keep the researchers updated about the status of their cell cultures, help them work collectively with the other researchers, and provide them a digital platform where they can maintain their cell culture experiments. Talking about the primary and secondary research, I sent out a survey form to 11 participants who were researchers at McGill University. 70% of them said that they lose their cells because of temperature fluctuations in the incubator. 40% of them accepted that they miss different feeding time points of their cells in the incubator, and 59% of them said that they keep a record of their experiments in a paper journal. So out of these 11 participants, I chose two participants for interview, and these were the key insights that I extracted: that the incubator is shared between 3 to 4 researchers. They often forget to shut the door securely. They feed the cell cultures twice or thrice a week. They maintain paper journal to jot down their experiments. And lastly, once they are done with the cell culture, and if the cells are not dead, they move it from the incubator to Cairo, where they freeze the cell cultures so that they may reuse it in the next experiment. This is my user persona, and these are her pain points: that her incubator malfunctions often and that she forgets to feed her cells. Her needs are that she needs reminders to feed her cells, and this is the empathy map, the user journey where she's going to place the cell culture in the incubator, but when she's off to home, the incubator malfunctions. She doesn't realize because she's not physically present in the lab. The other day, when she is off to feed the cells, she realizes that her cells are dead. This technology can also be used in other scenarios, like for real-time monitoring of premature newborn babies in the incubator, or in the zoological parks, where some animals require specific temperature to survive, and they are provided artificial heat source, and this is where this technology can be used to control the artificial temperature. This is my paper prototype, my wireframe, where I have developed a screen to control the temperature, and I have also added few more features to make this app more productive, like the feature like a screen for my Cairo. If they have moved the sample from the incubator to my Cairo, the samples will be shown in the my Cairo, and a screen where they can see if the incubator is shared. I'll explain it further in my prototype. So these are the references, and let's go see the prototype now. So this is the home screen where the researcher or the user receives notifications in scenarios like when the temperature fluctuates, or when they are reminded to feed the cells, or when their fellow researcher sends them a message. So they can control the temperature by simply clicking on the notification. So this is where they can see their current samples of cell cultures that are growing in the incubator. To change the temperature, they can simply click here and increase or decrease the temperature. This panel is constant on every screen because from here the researcher can choose multiple different features of, for example, they want to move, they are done with this sample and they want to move it to the Cairo. So if they click on the sample, they can see the complete calendar. The stick shows that they have fed the cell culture on the day. This shows that they have missed this day, and these are the future days when they have to feed the cells. So by clicking on this button, they can move the sample from incubator to Cairo, or they can simply delete the sample if they wish to. So they can also look at the samples placed in the Cairo by clicking here. So this is the Cairo screen. And if they wish to move it from here to the incubator again, they can simply click here and click to move to my incubator, and it will be added in the incubator, or they can simply delete it and it will be removed. So this is the My Cairo screen. They can also see the previous record of their experiments which have been moved from incubator to Cairo. The third feature is they can see the other levels and the researchers whose cell cultures are in that level. For example, let's say, so this is been viewed by Dr. Salma. So if she goes to Dr. Mariam's level, and if Dr. Mariam's level is public, she can the user can click on this level and view Dr. Mariam's samples and her contact details as well. But if let's say a user who is sharing the same incubator has set their status to private, no one can see their samples, but obviously can be contacted from here. Uh, Another feature, if they want to create a new sample, they can simply click on the plus sign, name their sample. So usually there are two types of dishes that lab researchers use. The first one is called 6-well cell culture plate. The second one is called cell culture flask. So they can pick them simply by clicking here. And if you want to remove them, they can tap here, hit here, they click next, select their feeding day. If it's once a week, or if it's twice a week, they will mention both of the days. They click finish, and then they can see the overview of the newly created sample. This is the notification panel. If someone changes the temperature, all of the researchers who are sharing the same incubator will be notified, and if they are moving their own samples from Cairo to incubator or from incubator to Cairo, this will be recorded here. So I think that's about it. This is my whole application about, and it's still not complete. I have to develop the chat screen, and also there is a search bar. If they wish to search a sample, they can simply type in the sample code or sample name, and the sample will appear from the history. So I have to develop the chat, and then I'll do a usability testing. So these are my future plans, and that's it. Thank you so much for listening.